Sorry guys, I didn't record how I managed to create the code to upload a file to a digital ocean cloud storage bucket. I want to finish the code right now and clean up the controller, add some session handler, so when something went wrong, we can roll back while creating the product inside the database or uploading the file inside the S3 storage bucket. So let's actually update the code. So right now, I will go to the upload service to update a little bit the code to make the service upload the files inside the bucket, and let's go. So right now, let me explain a little bit what I did to upload a file to a digital Ocean storage bucket. So what I did is, let's go back to our Git tracking session. So what I did here is I installed Express file upload library. So this library helps you to install this library. What you need to do is to run this command npm install save express file upload, and then when you upload, import the library, and then before all the configuration, just add this config to call the express app to use the file upload library. And when you did that, the next step is to create a file. So this file is just contain some constant variable. So this variable will contain just variable. So this variable will be the Amazon Web Service S3 configuration. So what I did also is I installed Amazon the SDK of AWS. So just install the SDK of AWS and choose this version, and then create this variable with the with this parameter and create your credentials. So in last video, in my previous recording session, I explained how you can manage to get an access key and a secret key to upload your files to DigitalOcean using the Amazon Web Service SDK. So now you need to import the AWS SDK and then call the S3 instantiate the S3 class, and then in the parameter you need to add the endpoint. So we'll find this endpoint right on your DigitalOcean space bucket dashboard, and then add your credential. So you need to also specify the bucket name to be able to upload the file inside this bucket. And then the next step is I create another endpoint. So I delete the old endpoint and I create another endpoint here. So as you can see, I rewrite again the code, but the code is not good. So the next you guys want to assume that you want to create a product with files, and when you create the product inside the database, the upload failed. So the product will be created, but your file will not be uploaded to the DigitalOcean space storage buckets. And to handle this, what we need to do is to use a client session to roll back inside the catch block, and finally inside the finally block close the session. So I already did that inside the sign up part. So I will just grab that. So I will start a transaction like this here. So what you need before the try block, just start a Mongoose transaction, and then inside the catch, we will commit if everything goes right here. If the upload and the product create goes right here before returning a CSS created CSS code, we need to commit the transaction to notify MongoDB that everything work, and you can actually put the product information inside the database. And then inside the catch block, if something goes wrong, we will need actually to roll back all the product create. So actually, if when you create the product, and when you ask MongoDB to create the product, it will temporarily keep this information and then upload the file inside the storage bucket. If something goes wrong here, we will get back directly inside the cache error, block error, and about the transaction. So nothing will be actually stored inside the database. And now inside the finally block, we will create a finally block to actually end the session. So to make some space to MongoDB, yes, to Mongoose actually. So that's it, guys. To create and at the same time upload the service. This is my way to do. But if you have another way to do, you can actually write inside the comment what you manage to do if you create files inside a temporary folder, and then create the product or any other data inside a database. Just let me know in the comment section. So basically, I think this is the simplest way to do that, to manage product upload and database storage. And then let's test everything out to see what does work actually. So here we have something to update. So I think yes, that's it. Let's actually test what we had just implement. Let's actually test. Uh, let's actually test the code. I will put some breakpoint here to see if you have an exception. Here also, and that's it. Let's write some dump data here to test quickly. Then need to add a. Then need to add a task. Let's actually. I want to make sure here that this implementation is right, because it's a little bit confusing for me. I did that, but I think the file uploads express library, or maybe this is the way I'm sending actually from the front end the files, and I mean, let's try out to see what I got actually. So here, okay, this is not an array, so we get inside the else block, and we have two data inside. So we have a for loop, and then boom, the first file is uploaded, and boom, the second file is uploaded, and that's it actually. So yes, here I just log some data. I will remove that to have just an error logged. So let's run that again. So basically, if we go inside our digital ocean space, you will see that the two files I isolate here just uploaded inside the space storage. So this is actually 1 and 2. So you can see that actually, yes. Let me actually use this. Let me actually use this function to use TC string to have a good looking name. So that's it. So yes, the next step is yes, just try again what I did just implement. So let's run again this one. Let me actually remove all the breakpoint, and boom, we have our file uploaded again. So let's see what we got here. So we got this. Okay, but if I want, okay, but let's say new that now. If you say that now, what we got. The file name also are a little bit crazy here. I don't know why. I think this is some UTF-8 thing. I don't know how actually how to manage that. So this is it. So let me actually test that again. Load. Boom. And we got something here. Let's reload again. Okay. That's it. Actually, just now you can see. Okay, don't mind. Just keep that. Okay. So, I just forgot something. I want to create actually a file. Uh, I want before to store all the information inside all the product information inside the database. I want to actually create the files before uploading the file. I want to link the file to the product, the files information to the product before uploading the files data inside Digital Ocean. So let's go inside this schema, and here we have a product interface. Also we have a product file here. So what we will do here is that we will just actually rename this file and say file interface, and then here also rename So if you want to rename a class or an interface, what you need to do is to hit F2 or rename symbol, and what that did, that actually renamed all the variable inside your project. And you can see that here the git source control is uploaded. This is because all the file actually automatically change. So if you look up here, you can see that the change is made here. And let's go back inside our model, and now what we will do is that we will and here we will add some information, file information, sorry. So here we will create some file. So here we will inside our, maybe we'll create some util to say that to separate the code from the controller, to not have a big controller endpoint. Let's here add some, so we say here product, maybe product or file util, maybe, or product file dot util dot ts, and we actually export class product util, and here we create a method create product file data, maybe say public public create product files data, and this will be actually file interface, an array of file interface to return. And here we have we have just here the file information. We say here file, and like we did here, here maybe I just want to move this somewhere. So we say file utils, maybe new file util.ts export class util, yes, and then we say here public make files data, so we will return upload, upload file, create upload file, and we return upload here and upload here. So let's go back here and say maybe here, yes, let's go back here and say product create product up, nope, yes, maybe let me think. Yes, let's just say we want this type here or here maybe. Okay. But what if I did that? If I yes, and I say right now remove this nullable option and just right here return. I will say here this is static, and so we can easily inside our upload service say our upload data is equal even better here we'll do that inside the controller, and inside our controller that will look like this. So we see here and yes, say upload is equal create file upload, and what we will do is that we will just say util file util dot create file upload and pass inside the parameters files, and then pass the upload here, and before saving the product inside the database we will just also yes here pass the upload. So we'll say entity dot file equal, and here we say also static. The method will make the method static, and if the method is static then we can inside the controller, yes here inside the controller we can also call the product till create product file data and pass this inside the parameter, and what we got, okay, we got a double array entry is not assignable of file interface is not assignable. Okay, this is because here we have double array entry of file interface. That this is what this method return, but why? I don't know why, since we have just an array of file interface. So let's actually implement what we can have here. So here we just create that. We just create each data. So if files yes, okay, I see why. Sorry guys, my bad. So as you can see, this is good. So what we do is to say like for each, okay, just say we want to return to file and say okay, let's name it data, say equal empty array. So say file interface. So let's cast. Let's add the type. This is actually file interface. We say data push, and we will push. No, sorry guys. Let's remove that. We'll do it simpler. So we return our data here, and then we will just loop. We just check if the file is not null like this, and directly use this loop property to actually push all the information inside the database, inside the data variable. So we say data push, and then say what we need to have here. We say we want to have here, want to have created add, and that will be a new data type. And then we have also the extension. So basically we want the file dot extension. I don't know if actually this is where the extension is saved, but we'll check it as we debug. And now we have the file name also. Basically the file name is just like this, and I will have some URL. So okay, that's it. My bad guy. So I was saying right here that I want to basically upload the file before sorry guys, what I was saying. Yes, I was saying that I want to create the project before uploading the file, but just right now we just text because we actually need the URL to update the file information inside the database. So when the user, we actually need the URL. So to use the URL, what we need is that we will reverse the operation. So we just first create the data, and then after upload the file inside. We just reverse, sorry, the information. We first upload the file and then create the data inside the database. So let's keep here in define, and then last information is the update add, which is also defined, so I need to specify that. That's it. Actually, let's generate the comment. There's the canary apply and return okay, and then any type the file that will be uploaded. Okay, let's go back here and see what we can do with what we can do first. So here we need to basically just for each data uploaded here, we use this information to basically create some file that will be return here. So this operation, sorry guys, I will need to move that. I mean, yes, this one, I will move this one directly here inside the upload file and return and file and an array of file interface. This is what we need to do. So what we do here is that we will pass the code here, and for each data we will do this operation. So we say, okay, let's rename actually that, so you already have data here. So if you already have data, we say result and result push, and here we have I load something before, but I don't mind. We say we return our information. So we have field file name, and here we have a result. So we will return our result right here. We say return result right here. So let's format the document. So, okay, so we return our result here. That's it. Okay, what we need to do now is that we want to, yes, I want to see what I have inside this. So actually, guys, I can still, I think I will just, yes, I cannot still move. Yes, I can keep this one. I will actually move the storage of the product information after the file upload here. So we say right here, we say yes, we say file uploaded. File uploaded equal empty array, and here we say file uploaded equal this, and here we will just change the const attribute to let's attribute. Yes, I think. And then here we will remove this method. We don't need it anymore. It's actually clean. We don't need it for, yes, we don't need it anymore. So let's then, if we have a file, upload this, and okay. Then if we have, okay, this is good. Then we have an entity here, and say, okay, entity, yes, I upload our entity file equal, sorry guys, this variable. Okay, but what I need to do here, I don't need actually to initialize outside the if block. So what we do here is say const equal this, and then we'll move this here, and that's it actually. Yes, so what can I say? Let me actually console log the information, the result here, and we also log the data to see what we have inside the data. Inside this data, I was saying inside this data, and then I can basically use use the type, but I don't actually know the type. This is send data, so yes, use actually the send data. So this is send data, not send data point, but send data, manage upload send data. Let's use that. this is why I don't like to use any type, because you are actually quickly limited. Let's import this from the S3 SDK, and then also the error from where, I don't know actually, but yes, let's import this, and then now we can see what we got inside. So we can say, okay, we have the location. So this is actually this URL. This is actually the URL, and let's remove the console log, and then let's actually generate some comment to see if that comment match with our method. So we can generate a file, upload them to digital space, and return an array of file and the file. Okay, this is great. Okay, now let's check again what we got and console log the results to see if everything is okay. And then we move on. We'll add some more feature to the product form, because actually this product form is very light. We need actually to manage text. We also need to manage the type of product. The type of product can be a GitHub repository, as I said earlier in my video. You can connect private GitHub repository. If you want to sell source code, you can also sell zip file, any kind of file actually. That's it. So let's test everything out. So let me add another file again. So I add another file, product name, let's say product name 2, clean everything up, and let's test. Okay, yes, let's commit the transaction, and this is uploaded. You can see if you reload that we have 2 more files. Okay, we have 2 more files right here. Yes, this one and this one. And then let me see what we got inside the result. So we have an error. Okay, that's interesting. So we have some error. So let me see actually. No, we don't have, because if you have some error, actually you need to roll back here. Okay. Well, let me see actually what I get. I have the ID. Yes, I have all my information. Yes, I have an object, ratio. Let's see what we got. This is maybe easy inside our MongoDB. Maybe here. So I have the response. So we have our response. So inside the file, we got nothing inside our file information. So this is because maybe I return let me see here. This is because I didn't save anything inside the result variable. And yes, this is normal because here we have some callback function. And we can actually, we can manage to, well, let me see. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, install. Okay. Let me see again if I got something here. If I put a breakpoint here, Okay, we have a breakpoint and result doesn't contains anything. Yes, okay. This is because I think the best way to return something inside is to return directly here, maybe. Let me think. Uh, yes, I think I will just, sorry guys, let me think how to do that. How to do that, how to do that. I will make my research. I will make my research, and I will come back to manage this part of